As South Sudan, the world's youngest nation, bears the heavy crown of being its poorest. Born from decades of struggle, the nation achieved independence in 2011, only to be engulfed in a brutal civil war just 2 years later. This conflict, coupled with political instability, corruption, and a lack of infrastructure, has crippled its economy and left its people in dire straits. The plight of South Sudan serves as a stark reminder of the complex and interconnected challenges that contribute to poverty on a global scale. Despite its vast oil reserves, South Sudan grapples with food insecurity, limited access to healthcare, and a severe lack of education opportunities. Years of conflict have displaced millions, shattered families, and eroded the social fabric of the nation. The path to recovery is long and arduous, requiring sustained peace, good governance, and significant investment in human capital. The grim reality of South Sudan's poverty is starkly reflected in its GDP per capita, a key economic indicator. As of September 2024, the International Monetary Fund reports South Sudan's GDP per capita at a meager $455.16, the lowest globally. This figure stands in stark contrast to developed nations like the United States, with a GDP per capita exceeding $75,000. The story of poverty, however, extends far beyond South Sudan. 9 out of the 10 poorest countries, including Burundi at $915.88, Central African Republic at $1,200, and Democratic Republic of the Congo at $1,550, are concentrated in Africa. These nations, burdened by similar challenges of conflict, corruption, and underdevelopment, highlight the urgent need for targeted interventions and global cooperation to address poverty on the continent. The roots of South Sudan's poverty run deep and are intricately intertwined. Decades of conflict have ravaged the nation, destroying infrastructure, disrupting agriculture, and hindering economic growth. The lack of basic infrastructure, including roads, electricity, and clean water, severely limits access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. Political instability and corruption further exacerbate the situation, deterring foreign investment and hindering effective governance. The lack of diversified economic activities, coupled with an over-reliance on oil revenue, leaves the nation vulnerable to global price fluctuations. Addressing these multifaceted challenges requires a comprehensive and sustained approach focusing on peace-building, good governance, investment in human capital, and economic diversification. Despite the daunting challenges, a glimmer of hope emerges from the projected global economic growth. The IMF predicts a 3.2% growth in 2024 to 2025, with sub-Saharan Africa, despite facing a modest slowdown, expected to see a gradual recovery. This projected growth, while modest, offers a window of opportunity for developing nations like South Sudan to attract investment, implement structural reforms, and foster sustainable development. However, translating this projected growth into tangible improvements in living standards requires a concerted effort. Governments, both within Africa and globally, must prioritize poverty reduction, invest in education and healthcare, promote good governance, and create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive. The journey out of poverty is long and arduous, but with sustained commitment and strategic interventions, it is a journey that can be made.